Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. So here I am in Orange, the ancient Roman theater. Let's take a look. Let me continue with this. And before I continue with Orange, let me first explain you why I do this or why I make this video. I am quite confused of this place, and it's just a short one-day trip. I do not know very much about this place, and when you travel, you have you take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, and you were thinking that one day I will compile them and sort it out. And then as life keeps on, you get new things, you get new challenges, and you forget about what you were planning to do. So I kind of leave it a little bit too long. It's been almost 1 month since I was there until now, today. And just yesterday or a couple of days ago, I listened to one kind of motivational talk, how to make a documentary movie and how to do something. One thing he said, that when you make a movie, finish it. A half finished video, a half, if you do not do the editing, you will never finish it. A 2/3, a 90% finished movie document project still is an unfinished project. So here now I am giving myself a new goal or new motto for these couple of days or these couple of weeks or months. Finish it. I want to start something and finish it. So here I search online about Orange. Here is something that I am not reading anything, I'm just out of my mind from my memory. So we lived in Avignon for a couple of days, actually 4 nights. We lived in an Airbnb. And this time when we were in Avignon, south of France, we rented a car. And I was allowed to drive because in the rental, my family put family members as a rental, as a driver in the rental, so I could drive. And we stayed the first day extremely hot, second day so very hot. And the third day, I think second day, some people, anyway, one of these days I was thinking, I could not stay in the same place, I need to go out. And my family told me Orange is a fun place to go because of the ancient theater, Roman theater. So I decided to go there. And I drove by myself. Oh, the freedom! Oh my goodness. It made me so very happy and so very proud. This is not the first time I drive in France. But still, this is the first time during this trip I go out. And go out in a place that I have no idea. South of France, I do not know anything about this part. And it's just because of the name, sur le pont d'Avignon. So I want to come to Avignon, and we came here, and now I was driving. So Avignon, for going to the city or the highway there, is quite complicated. I mean, if you live there every day, you drive the same road, that is not a problem. But for me, I just have some trouble to get into the right road or make a turn 5 minutes too late, or 5 meters too late, or 20 yards too early, something. So I got a wrong turn. I took a wrong turn and brought me to a small road. And then I was thinking, oh my goodness, it's so fun. Why not just keep on with this small road? So I kept on with the small road. And then, in the GPS map, they later on, once you took a wrong turn, the road or the intelligence will reconfigure and figure out your way. So I was kind of not listening to the GPS, and I was just driving because that road is pretty, is fun. And I drove, and GPS from time to time readjust. Eventually, I arrived in Orange, and the road is just so fun. The French countryside, big, huge, tall trees covering the road, and Mediterranean weather, hot, humid, and just cicada all the time. But driving is so fun. It made me so happy to see the countryside. And from Avignon to Orange is around 20 kilometer, 20 miles. It's a half hour drive. I took a little bit longer, but it's very pleasant, very pleasant. So I arrived there, and Orange, it originally does not mean orange, the orange tree. But later on, their city coat of arms do have an orange sign. It's a Roman city, and in south of France, there are a lot of these Roman colonies. And in Nîmes, there was a theater, there was arena, and Dour, La Tourmagne. And in Orange, I went to Nîmes also. I went to all these places, Orange. It's a small town compared with many other towns, but still quite big. And there is an ancient theater, and Orange is famous because of this ancient theater. This theater is more than 2,000 years. It is at the beginning of the Christian calendar. So we are in 2025, right? So it's more than 2,000. It's something like 35 AD, 35 BC or AD, at the beginning of the Christian calendar. The city start to be colonized by Rome, and build up this Roman city. And there is a theater. Now I am sitting at the theater, walking around in the theater. And this theater is UNESCO World Heritage. And it's one of one of the most unique theater that is using the 2,000 years brick. And there are some new, for example, the later part is that there are some new bridges, new bricks, but some parts kept the original bridge. And the theater is still in full function. And when I went there, they were planning some theater, some festival, and that is one of the very unique thing to see. It was hot, and it was bright sunshine. So in daytime, I can imagine it's quite an unbearable heat. But in the evening, it should be so very, very cool. So I went to the theater and see it with my own eyes, this historical heritage. So it's very, very unique thing to see. And sitting there and watch the people preparing for the night. And then I came out. There is a city museum which is connected. You pay for the ticket to go to the theater, and just outside the theater there is a museum, city museum you can see. So I went to the museum to see. So I took advantage of this ticket and went outside to the museum. So the museum is not only about the ancient history of this place. It's about the whole city history. There are exhibitions of coat of arm, and there are exhibitions of the later on the industry of this area. For example, the Orange is famous for textile industry, and this textile is mostly in the printing. And I have been to India. I saw these kind of things. So in India, when I was in India 25 years ago, I bought a lot of clothes. India has a lot of fabrics, very soft cotton fabric. So in India, they use this kind of block print, a big, huge kind of a rubber block or wood block, and stamp in ink and a piece of paper, a piece of a big cloth, and then they stamp one by one by one by one, and completely stamp it. And we still have those. One of my, if I do a live stream, you can see one of the bed sheet is actually we bought from India the 25 years ago. Anyway, so this place Orange has developed and absorbed a lot of this printing technique and became a big industry in it, in fabric printing. And it kind of makes sense. In south of France, the textile industry was quite developed. I think the Lyon textile peoples, textile workers revolutionary was the starting point of French Revolution, or maybe the very unique, very important, the Lyon's textile or silk industry. And Lyon is kind of mid-south of France also. Yeah. So I went to see the museum, and then I came out and walk on the street. the city is relatively small, so I did not drive around in the city. I just walk until I reach. There is a big grand boulevard. I think this is a boulevard République or something. I went there until I saw Arc de Triomphe. And Arc de Triomphe is also something quite. This Arc de Triomphe is about 2,000. So this Arc de Triomphe is also about 2,000 years old, and it attribute to a Roman emperor. And in south of France is very Romanized muse humanity. In south of France, there is a lot of this Roman ruins, Roman influence, Roman heritage. So this Arc de Triomphe, I see it in here, and we see it in Montpellier, and maybe Toulouse, I forgot. Maybe Nîmes, maybe I forgot, but a lot of this Arc de Triomphe in the city, and quite worth to take a look around. And then I just walk around and passing by the city hall, Hôtel de Ville, a beautiful ancient building, and I saw a library. Oh my goodness, of course. Yanghaiying visit a city without going to a library is not complete. I didn't even plan it. I just walk along the road and look at my GPS sign, walking GPS, and there is a library. So I went to the library, and and there are so many beautiful books. And I was thinking, it is hot outside. Let me just cool down inside the library. So I went inside the library and sit there and read a book, Sourisette. Souris et Sourisette. I think this is an ancient Vietnam or Chinese old story. And the books are so beautiful. And then I saw another book, Le Prince de Venise. Oh, so beautifully drawn. This one. What is this one? I forgot. This book. Oh yeah, this is still the mouse story. This book. Look at this. Le Prince de Venise. How beautifully drawn. So I was just sitting there and read a book, spend half an hour in the library, and I do not have internet access in Europe or in France this time. When I go to library, a lot of libraries, you need to have a library account to connect into local, the library internet. I was just traveling one day, so I do not have internet account. If you travel to Europe, if you travel, maybe you just get yourself a card or get yourself access, and do not too much rely on Wi-Fi. So I enjoyed in the library for half an hour, cool down myself. Another good thing about library in Europe is that they do not use much air conditioning. And it's cool, but not freezing cold as in libraries in America. When I come back to America now today, when I finish this video, I will go to our local library. I need a dudun, and I feel that we just in America everything is it's a little bit too much. I feel for me. An old woman does not need to be so cold. I think I heard in public building in America, it arranged the temperature for a 40 years old man. That's the man who has too much energy, that needs very cool. And I just feel, I don't know, I feel we should use less energy and not use too strong air conditioning. Anyway, that's my blah 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 about this place. If you are from south of France, if you are from Orange, correct me or input. Let me know if I say something wrong. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate everything you say. I appreciate your land, your beautiful scenery, your wonderful, rich history. I love you. I really do. Do. Goo bye. Bye.